Good evening. My name is Maureen Power and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator residing in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. My main objective is to hopefully remove people from their everyday stresses and to help you to develop your creativity through stamping. Every Wednesday evening I try to go live. I haven't been on though for a couple of weeks. It feels like a lot longer than 2 weeks. So tonight's cards for the SIP, I am going to do the last card that was supposed to be done in January using the changing leaves. And then I'm also going to do the first card for February's cards, which is the Regal Floral. Okay. Don't forget a few announcements. This is now celebration time. So for every $75 or $150 that you purchase in product, you can get something free in our celebration catalog. Also, if you go in online to our webpage, there is a whole section of additional things that have been added to the celebration items. I did show some of those celebration items in one of my previous videos, so if you want to see what they are, you can go back. All my videos having to do with demonstrations will be put into a group so that you will have easy access to locating them. And that group is called, can't remember, but when you go in, you will see a cup on the ledge looking out over water. But anyway, I will try to post that again in the group, because rather than you go through every single entry or posting that I've had throughout the whole month just to find a posting where you want to see a demonstration, you can get it a lot quicker. Go into this other group and just put in changing leaves, and it'll bring you up the 4 videos having to do with changing leaves. The other thing is, if you join Stampin' Up! And my team, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just be your own best shopper. If you join my team, the special this month is you get $165 worth of product for $135, no shipping, no taxes. That's a savings in itself. And you have 2 options. You can get an additional $40 in product added to that, or you can go with option 2, where you get the $165 worth of product and you get 2 bundles of our markers. Our markers come in bundles of 10, and you can get them in regals, subtles, brights, or neutrals. And you can get 2 bundles. You can also get, and there's a stamp set that comes with it as well. So reach out to me if you're interested in joining. There's only, I think, 16 days maybe left to join. So make sure if you're interested that you reach out to me. I'm not seeing anything on Facebook here tonight. I don't know if there's people viewing or not. But if there's any comments, just leave it in the comment section, and I will get back to you later. Also, what else is there to tell you? I'm not really sure if there's anything else. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the 3 cards that we already made for the changing leaves. And I'm not going to show you the last card until it's actually done. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around. And again, we're making 2 cards tonight. One with the changing leaves for the end of January's, and one for the Regal Floral, which is February month's SIP. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. So here's the first 3 cards that we had made. Okay. And there's the second one. And you see that shine on the leaves? I don't think you can see it all that well. It's actually Winkestella. And the 3rd card, using the mesh ribbon. So I'm going to put those aside. Changing Leaves is a hybrid folder, and what that means is this particular, and I've showed you that in the last couple of weeks, we're not going to use that tonight in that way, this die fits into on this side here, this die fits in here, kind of locks in, and then you can emboss and cut your leaves all at the same time. But we're not using this one tonight. We are using this as an embossing folder tonight. Okay. And the dies that we're using tonight are, let me think. I think I cut out some of these already. Let me show you. I cut out some of these. I embossed them and die cut them at the same time using our copper and, oh my, Pretty Peacock. And I used this die here to that leaf and these leaves here. And I also cut out one of these, and this one here. So we've used quite a few dies for this one. And again, I apologize. I can't see any comments the way Facebook is these days. If somebody wants to try to make a comment to see if it'll show up, if I don't respond, then you know it's not showing up. Okay, so one of the other things we're using tonight on this card is the tinsel gems, and we're going to use this color here. We're also using, which I didn't take out, just one sec. And I'm not sure what color ribbon. I don't know if that goes with it or not. Maybe we'll use just a little bit of gold. Although that's not gold either, that's copper. I'm not really sure there's anything going to go with this. Maybe I'll leave it off tonight. Okay, so, and the sentiment, you are amazing in every single way, is the one that we're using tonight. And we're using Pretty Peacock. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take the smaller piece of these two, and I'm going to emboss it. We're doing dry embossing and regular embossing tonight on two different cards, okay? So we're going to line this up right there. We only want, I'm going to move this up a bit, we only want the plate number 1 and the plate number 4. And we're going to run this through. Don't mind all those noises. That's all normal. So here's the embossing. See how detailed that is? So let's move this out of the way. We're going to, first I'm going, and this card base is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And you know what? I don't have, what did I do with that? Just bear with me 1 second. I don't think I unpacked any of my, here they are. I didn't unpack any of my things from the weekend retreat in the sense of my adhesives. I had everything else put away today and I forgot the adhesives. Okay, so this piece eventually is going to go here. But the first thing I want to do is take these two pieces, and I left them a little bit longer so that you be sure to be able to snip them off. I'm going to move this down a bit. So I'm going to, I think I'll use my seal. I'm just going to bring it to the edge there. Oops, didn't quite go to the edge over here. See if I can take that off without doing too much damage. Okay, so I'm going to spread that out. And I'm running out of seal. See that red? Means I'm running out, and I did run out. Just give me a second. Hi, Joanne. How are you? So I did get to see a comment tonight. Hi, Maureen. Oh, it's so nice to finally see comments. I don't know what changed. You might hear a pile of stuff in a minute go down on the floor there. My craft room is a disaster since the retreat. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say since the retreat. It's a disaster for a while. Okay, so then turn that around, and I'm just going to snip off these two pieces here. And then you can have this going that way or this way. So I'm going to put it this way. I did pop it up, so I'm going, my dimensionals, let me see. Checking out all new packs tonight. There we go. Okay, take your pick tool and just pick all of them off. I'm going to lay that right there. I'm going to bring in this piece here, and I'm going to put my sentiment on that in Pretty Peacock. I'm doing really well, thank you. I do need something that is dark behind this so I can see it. Okay. Close this up. Take a sip of my tea. Anybody else drinking anything this evening? Anybody drinking anything better than a sip of tea? So now what I want to do is put these pieces on it. So the first thing I want to do is pop this one up. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals there and there. And I'm going to probably put that, I don't know, probably right there. These ones I'm going to slip under, all right? So I'm thinking I'm going to put this one here, this one maybe over on this side, and then I want this one to, oops, probably do it that too much. Maybe up here. No, that'll go out over. See how it'll go over your card? You don't want that. So I'll probably put it there somewhere. This one here, I want to have it situated here, and then my sentiment, I want to put it right here somewhere. You see what I'm doing? A new to me Canadian wine. Let us know how it turns out. So I am going to just put, I don't have my glue dots. Yeah, I got a package here. All new packages open up at night because everything is poked away. All right, so I want to just put a glue dot right here because it's going to go under. And then just slide it in under and press so that it's kind of flicking, if that's the right word to use there. Then take this one here, and I think I'm going to put that one on the back part of it to have it going down flat. And just put that in and have it kind of coming out like that. This one I want it to be flat on this, so I'm going to put the dimensional on the back as well. And just slide that in there. Okay. This one I'm going to slide in after. So I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'm going to kind of cover that up a bit. Then I'm going to take this one. Then I'm going to put on top because I want it to be here. Like that. This part is going to go on the inside when I decide to put my sentiment on it. And then I have the tinsel gems that I'm going to use on this one. They're a little kind of lighter than the pretty peacock, but I think it goes pretty good with it. And put this one right there. So there's your card for this evening. The other one that I had done were in these colors, but I wanted to bring out the pretty peacock as well. And this one I had the pecan pie thread. I don't know if I have any of the pretty peacock thread, but I'm thinking that's probably okay as it is. You're not unpacked at all? I had to do it Monday because I knew I'd have this tonight. So here's your cards from, and maybe I'll post them later to the group. Here's your card number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's your cards. Okay? Thank you, Gail. So now we are finished with the changing leaves. Long season, I know. But a card is a card. So this month, with these out of the way, this month we are using Regal Flora, okay? And I really thought I was going to thoroughly enjoy this set. I have to be honest, I found this set very challenging to work with. But I'm hoping you enjoy the cards that I did make. But I did find it challenging. I'll be lying if I said that I didn't. So this one here goes with that. This goes with this one. We have a die for this here. So we have basically a die for every one of them. That one. And then we have these extra 2 dies. So now tonight's card, we are using this one here. We're using these 2 dies here. So these ones we are not using this week. Okay? We're not using this one. We're using these 3. I'm going to move this out of the way. And this one we're going to be doing some embossing with gold. And we're using this stamp, this one, and this one, and this one here. So we're using 4 stamps. So I'll bring them out. We're using the same gems. Am I using the same gems? No, I'm not, but I don't have them out. Oh, here they are. We're using the Regal Flora gems. So I am now going to, I'm not showing you the card till it's done. So I'm going to move these aside. The 3 colors of ink, the 2 colors of ink we're using are Blackberry Bliss and Poppy Parade. So we have Poppy Parade cardstock cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's give that a good burnish and move it aside. We have 2 cards stock that's cut at 5 1/4 by 4. One is for the inside, which I never stamp until I'm ready to use the card. And this one is going to get placed here. We have 2 pieces of the Regal Flora DSP. This one here is cut at 4 by 1 3/4. No, 1 1.5, I'm sorry. This one here is cut at 3 1/4 by 3.75. We have 2 of these cut out. One is in the gold foil. And with that, I cut out the center of the gold foil for one of these. And I have another one. So this I don't think is in the set. I think I got that from somewhere else maybe. Yes, I got these from a different set. I'll let you know next week. And I cut out all of these pieces that I'm going to stamp. I put these in case for anybody who has the set and ordered the SIP. So the first thing I want to do is take this piece here. I'm going to take my Poppy Parade. I'm going to take a scrap of paper. And I'm going to take the Poppy Parade. And I'm just going to go around the whole thing, changing my stamp, different positions and stuff. I just want the outside to have the dots on it, because the middle is going to be covered, okay? So that's all. I will close this. No, I won't close it up. Then I'm going to take these 2 pieces here and I want to put them down. So this one is going to go down and then this one is going to go lengthwise like that, okay? So this one's going to go over towards the end a bit. So let's just probably, I don't know, about a 1/2 inch. This one is also going to go down, but it's not going to be, and that's going to come in about a 1/2 inch from the other side. Okay. Now, these two pieces here, first I'm going to emboss this. Okay, so we're going to use the Versamark. Versamark is just wet ink. There's no color to it. But I want my sentiment to go right here. Okay. I'm going to bring in my... I didn't use my embossing buddy. Oh, how stunned. Okay, this is the new Wow embossing powder. Okay. I'm going to take my heat gun. I'm just going to heat that up a little bit. And I'm going to pick this up with that, although I shouldn't. I'll just heat it up a little bit over here because I'm going to sprinkle this. And I have a few pieces here where okay, I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't want that. So let's see. Oh, I got to turn down high. You see it changing? And once it's all changed, you don't want to keep your gun on it because you will burn it and it'll go dull. Okay? So there you go. Wishing I were there to give you a hug. So then what I want to do is just have that. See where the lines are? I just want the lines to be showing. So I'm going to use my glue, but I'm going to put it well in. I'm not having much luck tonight, am I? Let's get another glue. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I want to put just a bit of glue. Oops, that's way too much. So instead of, okay, I think what I'll do is use the other side and kind of drag it in because I don't want it going out. Okay. I don't know if you knew, but there are two sides. Okay, so now I'm going to turn that around. And I want to line that up so that it's just those lines are showing. Okay, and I'm going to put that aside. I meant to do that the other way, but you can still have your gold on the top. On my other one, I had it on the bottom. I'm not going to try to pull that apart now. Then I have all of these that I want to stamp. Now, you can stamp these, and a lot of people do. They stamp them and then die cut them. But when I have a number of them to do, I find that a bit tedious. So what I do, I will put these on this, the dark area. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, so. And I will, okay, I'm going to use the Poppy Parade first. Then, oh, sugar. Okay, there is another way to do it. I thought I had it clear. Put down like that. Take a block. Press it into it. And there you go. Okay? So let me put this on. Take another block, press it into it, and there you go. Oh, that one moved. Let's see how it turns out. It's not bad. Okay, turn that over, put it on it, press it with another block, and there you go. Now, these ones here, I'll do the same thing, but I'm going to do those in Blackberry Bliss. So this is Poppy Parade. And let's move those aside. We're going to open up Blackberry Bliss. My Blackberry Bliss is really kind of warped. I don't know what happened to it, but okay. So now I have this one. I'm going to need a bigger block. So let's stamp that up. Once again, put that on. Press it down, and there you go. Now that one's a little off. Too bad. It's better than the previous one. And this is a lot faster when you have multiples of the same die. You won't have to then, you know, stamp them all and cut them all, line them all up and cut them all. I saw that Rose Coleman, I think, was the one who I saw doing that. And I thought, wow, what a neat idea. Okay, so let's put that away. So now we have 2 gold, 3 Blackberry Bliss, and 5 Poppy Parade. I don't know if I need all them, but we're going to put them together on the card. First, I'm going to put this on this part here, okay? And I'm going to have everything else popped. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put that there. And like I said, this is on the inside, but I usually don't put anything on the inside until I actually send out the card. So the next part, I'm going to put this piece on, and I want that to kind of go over to the side a little bit. That is going to be popped. And I'm not going to go to the edges with that because I want to poke all the rest of the stuff underneath. So you can take your pick tool and just pick these off. And I might even go a little beyond. Okay. Then I want my gold to go in first. So I'm going to put them kind of Let me see, maybe I'll put this one up here where it's kind of longer, and this one I can put down here and have it going up over the side a bit. These, let's see, I'm just playing now, trying to see where I'm going to put them. Maybe I'll put one more up here, and one down here. No, I don't like that. Maybe one right here. Then I'm going to take these and just sporadically put them in. So I think I'm going to put these in first. And I'm going to use glue dots again. And how I get them off, I just basically go underneath it and quickly jab it up. See? So I'm going to put it here on the back because I want it to lay flat. And maybe I'll put this one next. And lay that one flat when they don't stick to your fingers. I better take that out and take this out until I have these three in. So this one I wanted to kind of be on the back side of that. So yeah, it is a cool tip, isn't it? Wish I could say it was mine, but it's not. But that's where it's great to be watching other people's videos and getting all these clues. See how that one kind of stands up a little more because it's connected, it's to this. The others are on the bottom part of the other side. So you kind of got to decide how you want it, and that'll determine where you're going to put your glue dot. So again, I want this one to go underneath here, and I want it to be kind of raised, and it's attached to this part here, not to this. Okay, so we got 5 of these flowers, and what I want to do with them is just tuck them under, but put a mini glue dot. And I know I got some minis. So let's just put a mini glue dot here. I don't need to have one here because they're going to be tucked in like that, okay? Maybe out a little further so we can see that other flower. So I may need 5 and I may not. I'm just going to put the mini glue dots on a couple. If I don't use them, I can always use them for something else later. I want one kind of here. One over here. They say it's better in odd numbers, but anyway, maybe one more, yeah, why not? And maybe I'll just put one over here. It's a bit of a busy card. Hi, Georgie, how are you this evening? You all unpacked from the weekend's retreat? Okay, so, trying to think. I'm thinking I might like the pink ones. I was going to go with these, but I'm really thinking I'm going to go with these ones here. 2. And maybe one down here. So there's your card. That's the first one. Oh, thanks, Maureen. So next week's card is this one here, which I'm going to do a few changes to that card. That card didn't really grab me. But the stuff is in the house but not unpacked. Well, I kind of had no choice. I had to unpack it because if I didn't, I wouldn't have had my stuff here tonight to do the video, and I was behind as it was because I missed 2 weeks. So there you go. Now, next week we'll be doing 1 or 2 cards depending on what's on the go. But this is your card for this week. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Oops. 1 second. That's better. Okay. So don't forget, if you want to join our team, make sure that you do so within the next 2 weeks. February 28th, it's all over with. Also, the celebration is over in 2 weeks as well. There are other online exclusives added. There's a new scrapbooking added. So be sure to always check online. There's things constantly going online that are not in any catalog. So if you have any questions about any of that, just reach out to me. I'm always here. If I don't get back to you right away, don't panic. But don't hesitate to message me 2 or 3 times either. But I do try to get back as soon as I can. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.